Zora goes out. The tramp begins stitching one of the tags in his coat, saying the de profundis under his breath. In an instant, the sheet is drawn slowly down, and Dan Burke looks out. The tramp moves uneasily, looks up, springs to his feet with a movement of horror. Dan, with a hoarse voice.
Don't be afeard, stranger. A man that's dead can do no hurt.
I meant no harm, Your Honour. And won't you leave me easy to be saying a little prayer for your soul?
I'm destroyed with the drought, and let you bring me a drop quickly before herself will come back.
Is it not dead you are?
How would I be dead, and I as dry as a baked bone, stranger?
The tramp gets the bottle, gets the glass, pours out the whiskey.
What will herself say if she smells the stuff on you? For I'm thinking it's not for nothing you're letting on to be dead.
It is not, stranger, but she won't be coming near me at all. And it's not long now I'll be letting on, for I've a cramp in my back and my hips asleep in me, and there's been the devil's own fly itching my nose. It's near dead I was wanting to sneeze, and you blathering about the rain, and Darcy, the devil choke him, and the tower in church. Give me that whiskey. Would you have herself come back before I taste a drop at all?
Tramp gives him the glass. He drinks it.
Go over now to that cupboard and bring me a black stick you'll see in the west corner by the wall.
The tramp takes a stick from the cupboard.
Is it that?
It is, stranger. It's a long time I'm keeping that stick, for I've a bad wife in the house.
With a queer look.
Is it herself, master of the house? And she, a grand woman to talk?
It's herself, surely. It's a bad wife she is, a bad wife for an old man. And I'm getting old, God help me, though I've an arm to me still.
Takes the stick in his hand.
Let you wait a while now, and it's a great sight you'll see in this room in 2 hours or 3.
And it's funny even, can I just say something, Garrett?
Yeah, sure.
You talk domestic abuse. I remember writing something like about this course I was doing. And one of the things that just came to my mind was domestic. I remember writing this down. No doctor's ever going to say, oh, by the way, this woman has a domestic, or man, because it's either, but this woman has a domestic cerebral hemorrhage, because she's after being hit with a stick over the head. Like, they're not going to call it domestic. Think of a domesticated cat or a domesticated dog. It means, like, it's softening the violence that's there. It's trying to make it, like the norm, like a more acceptable. And you see that when, I'm sure, going back, the police didn't take it. A lot of this, the authorities didn't take that kind of, abuse within the home seriously enough, So I think he's questioning. I think it's interesting that it's in that time, that's set in that time.
Yeah, and I think she's hardened. She's with him the last 14, 15 years. So she's, she's resigned to this. Well, she's not resigned to this life. But she's, she's no shrinking violet, definitely. Like, she knows her, she's like as clean as, she's confident. She's a good communicator. She's always talking to all the fellas passing and stuff. So she's, But you, like you said, Gareth, well, the melancholy, it's more, there's a sadness there. There's a longing for a better life, isn't it?
Absolutely.
I think she's feeling resentful as well.
Yeah.
That she had to nearly sell herself.
Yeah.
Have a roof over her head and some food in her mouth.
In 1879, which is, say, roughly 20 years before this was written, 22 years, say, Henrik Ibsen, wrote a play called A Doll's House. It showed a scandalous situation of a married woman who walked out on her husband and her children. She tells her husband that all her life she's been treated like a doll. First of all, by her father, and then by him, the husband. And he insists that she fulfill her duties as a wife and as a mother. And she says that she has other duties. duties to herself. And she said she couldn't be a good mother or be a good wife without first not being a plaything.
It reminds me of a modern play I saw a few years ago called Defending the Caveman, where the ladies were in the kitchen talking about their declining relationships and the men were in the shed talking about the new screwdrivers.